Hello, this is Manish Patel from Ichimoku This is February 10th, 2013. It's our weekly Ichimoku analysis for the global markets where we're going to cover everything from Europe to Asia to Middle East to North and South America. Okay, there's our normal disclaimer. This is for educational use only. We're not soliciting you to buy or sell any particular instrument at all. Today we're going to be looking at charts from eSignal and also Thinkorswim from TD Ameritrade. Here are my contact details here, which is at info@eiicapital.com. You could also go to our website here, ichimokutrade.com, access our multiple time frame emails, or access our blogs, our heat maps, and so forth. Okay, so let's go straight to eSignal, and we're going to start looking at Europe as you normally do, and we're going to start looking at Germany. Okay, if you look at Germany here, remember the daily time frame is on the left hand side, the weekly is on the right hand side. We held a support last week at basically 76.50 is the support. So if we break that one, it's going to at least go to about 73.63, and then resistance is going to be 77.84. Here's the UK FTSE here, the weekly time frame. It's still in a pullback right now. Support on this one is going to be about 6,100 as we move forward. Paris. If you look at France, it did break its support level of 3680. It looks like it's trying to go to the next support level of 357. 3570. So we'll have to see exactly where that ends up next week. But good pullback level is 3570. It's got to hold there if it wants to continue to this bullish trend to the top side. Amsterdam broke its support level at 348. It looks like it's trying to get to about 3. What is this value here? Cloud's interfering with me seeing that. Sorry. Let's shrink this. About 340 or so is this now support level. It's got to hold the 340 level to continue its upward movement up. Italy, we're going to look at that. There's been a lot of news on Italy this week. If you look at Italy, it held its support at 16,541. If it breaks that, it could sit there and go down to about 15,933. Resistance level is going to be basically 17,847 as we move forward. Spain here. If you look at Spain, kind of broke its support at 82.24, acting as a major resistance now. Support level on this one's going to be basically about, I would say, 76.32 is his support level on this one. Nordic. If you look at Nordic here, broke its resistance level 1130. It's trying to get to its next resistance level 1158, and then the next one after that one's going to be about 1176. But this is a nice trendwood upward, so this is one of the countries that's trending upwards nicely. Oslo here, this is trending too. It's held a support level of 464. As long as it does that, this can continue. Excuse me. With this trend to the top side. Switzerland held its resistance, held its support at basically 71.59. It's trying to get to its next resistance level of 76.83. So this one's been doing pretty good, and it's continuing to make its move one up. So Switzerland is still very, very strong worldwide. Russia finally did a pullback, broke for its support level of 1608. Ideally, we're kind of looking for a big movement down, believe it or not, for Russia. 1484 is a pullback level that we're looking for due to this huge movement up. The minor support level will be about 1570 as you look at this. Turkey has pulled back. It's holding a support at 43.31. If it breaks that, then it could go to about 41.89. That's its major support. It has to hold 41.89 in order to sit there and continue to move up in a bullish form. South Africa, you could see is still very, very strong here. Held a support at 35.198, but has not really even done a pullback compared to a lot of countries last week. So this is still very strong. And you could see Switzerland did a little pullback, and Oslo still strong there, but this is kind of hovering around here. And Nordic, you could see, is still going up. So Nordic and basically South Africa Africa, the two very strongest ones right now to keep an eye on. Let's go look at Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia basically been holding its support roughly around 7,000. Resistance is going to be 71.53. Dubai is moving up in a nice trendwood up. So that's a nice movement up. And Abu Dhabi is moving up, kind of held its resistance at 29.05. Support on this one's going to be about 28.04. Okay, let's go over to Australia. Let's go to Asia. Australia break its resistance at 49.15 and it's continuing its trend upwards. This is very similar to South Africa and Norway. So this is one of them that's really, really good right now, which is Australia starting to make its move upward. Let's shrink this chart down a little. And you could see here, all we're doing is we're kind of getting into this resistance values here. We've broken that one. Looks like we're going to try to get here. We're right at 49.79. If we break that one, the last one it has in this big consolidation range is right there at 50.02. So this really hasn't started a major trend here. The big movement up, you really need a major pullback here before you could enter in Australia. Okay. Let's go to Malaysia, which was one of the hottest stocks last year. This you can see right now, not so good this year. Kind of sitting there, and towards the end of the year, it kind of just died off, and it's just sitting there into the consolidation pattern, and basically ranging to between 64.44 and about 1600. Singapore market's kind of hovering around the last resistance it broke, which is 5,300. Really hasn't done much at all. It's got to break its resistance level of 5,400. If not, this thing may come crashing down to about 5,100 as things move forward. Let's go to India. India here broke its support at 19,691. Looks like it's trying to get to its next major support, which it has to hold to continue this bullish trend upward, which is 769. Tokyo still strong. Got to resistance and held up resistance at 974. Has to break that to continue to go higher. Support on this one's going to be 933 and 914 and then 851. So need a major pullback on this one. Japan held its resistance level 11,383. Support on this one, the minor one's going to be basically around 10,979. Korea really not doing anything at all except going chop, so I'm going to ignore that one. Hong Kong broke a support at 23,429. Looks like it's trying to get to about 22,773. China, which is the interesting one in there, it's at a minor resistance level right now, has a high possibility of getting to about 25.93, which is going to be a major resistance level. But it can bounce here because there's a lot of resistance levels between here and that 25.93, and then you'll see other support levels here. But China is in time for a major pullback, which really hasn't gotten yet. Canada held its resistance level 12,897. It looks like it's sitting there trying to sit there and trying to at least get to support level 12,581, which would be a good pullback level if it could hold there. Mexico held its resistance level 46,134. Remember, we've been talking about Mexico being very strong. So Mexico kind of took a back burner last week. South Africa, Norway, and what was the other one? Oh, Australia continued their movements up. This next support level is going to be basically 43,970. Colombia, really not doing anything at all at a resistance level right now. Next support is basically way down there at 11,829. Argentina held its resistance level at 84.90. Looks like it's trying to go to the first support level, which is going to be about 32.13. Next one's going to be 30.31. Santiago, Chile, looks like it's trying to get to its resistance level of 46.33. Nothing really to talk about there. Brazil held its resistance level here, 63,383. Looks like it's trying to get to a support level of 57,854. but this is just consolidating. And really, if it breaks the support, this does have a potential to keep on going lower. It's got a lot of supports it has to break, but does have a potential maybe getting down to 52,000. So it'll be interesting to see. Again, this week, to summarize, if you look at it, Norway, Australia, and South Africa, believe it or not, are continuing their trends upwards. Those are the ones that are looking good right now. That's it for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to comment.